I'm Milton Tyree. I'm an associate with Mark Gold and Associates in the U.S. I get to work quite a bit in the area of customized employment, and we're going to look at that now through what needs to happen in job development. Related to wages, historically, one of the things that's happened with people with disability is that they haven't had their work valued through fair compensation for their work. As a matter of fact, oftentimes wages have been subsidized or people have been paid less than other people get paid for doing work. And sometimes that's been justified on the basis that somebody has a disability, so they don't work as fast as somebody else, or they just can't do the same quality as somebody else. So this is where customized employment comes in to play. If production is going to be a difficulty for somebody, then one of their conditions of work is going to be work that doesn't require high production. There are all kinds of work that would rely on other characteristics the person may have. So the idea here is that we're finding fitting work for the person and for the company, fair compensation for the person doing the work. So what we'd be seeking, since we're looking at a negotiated job, is a negotiated wage, looking at award wages for those same kinds of tasks as they would be applied to anybody else, and never less than minimum wage. So about tips to make the first day of work go well. It's the same as for all of us. There's going to be a lot of anxiety with the first day of work. So what can we do to lower the temperature so that there is less anxiety, that everybody is more comfortable? The people in the business are more comfortable. The person with a disability is more comfortable. Well, one of the most important things is that the discovery was done well and that we have negotiated a job that's a good fit for the person and a good fit for the business. And in terms of studying the business and how they typically do things, we've learned how people typically learn their work, who teaches them, what does that teaching look like, and what's going to need to be in the place for the person we're supporting, honoring what's typically done as much as possible. The other thing is to be sure that everybody knows everybody else's role. So if there's a job support person, that people don't wonder who that job support person is, that they have introduced themselves to all of the key people in the business. And if the person typically providing instruction is going to be providing instruction, the job support person will be available to see how that goes. Not in the way, in the background as much as possible, but to be there to see how things go. Everybody will know who the support person is, that their role is there to help if needed. Everybody will know who's going to be doing the instruction. Everybody will have met everybody else ahead of time. That really lowers the anxiety on the first day of work. Some of the most important things that can happen are the things that need to be done up front. Well, it's not uncommon that things go wrong at work. And sometimes it's not so much that things go wrong as they don't go the way we had them planned. So the quick thing to think about, kind of quick and easy thing to think about, is what did we learn from that and what can we do differently next time? I also like to think about just asking questions about what is it that typically happens with any employee when something goes wrong. So if a piece of equipment gets broken by accident, and that piece of equipment costs $2,000, it's fair to ask the employer, or to have the person you're representing ask the employer, what is it that typically happens if a $2,000 piece of equipment gets broken accidentally? And that's what you use as your rule. If somebody misses work because they overslept, not the first time that's ever happened. And so if the issue is raised to you or to the person you're representing, have the person you're representing ask, or to state, I'm really sorry I overslept today. I know that's a problem for the company. It won't happen again. What is it that typically happens when somebody oversleeps here? So I think it's a matter of exploring what is typical. There is this heightened vulnerability that people have to thinking that because you have a disability, that more things are going to go wrong with your work than with anybody else. I haven't seen anything to substantiate that at all. So I think the thing that we do is just to go with the flow, to know that we're all human beings, mistakes will be made, things will not always go as planned, and just step back, learn from it, and keep moving forward.